Hey guys, I'm going to review for you today the NordicTrac PulseTech Therapy Massager Gun. This is a percussion massager gun that I picked up at Sam's Club, and I really like this thing. I'm going to go through unboxing it for you and showing you how to use it, all the different settings on it, and all the different adapters that come for it. So if you're thinking of picking up a massage gun, a therapy massage percussion gun, this is a great find if you can find it at Sam's Club. They do have limited supplies. Once they get a shipment of something, they usually when they sell out, they don't always restock it. So I've linked in the description here a link to this therapy massage gun from Amazon. So if you can pick it up there, or of course you might check out the NordicTrac website as well and see if they've got it if you're looking at picking one up. But let's open it up and show you what's inside. So, oh, by the way, it comes, I didn't actually get to do this, but it comes with this iFit app that shows you a little video tutorial on how to use it as far as what parts of your body. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'll have to do a follow-up video for that. Once you open the box, you've got this really nice case. It's pretty high quality. It's hard, but it's got some give to it. It's not gonna hurt you if you bang it on something, but you can tell it's protecting everything inside very nicely. The zipper here is good quality and little carrying handle, of course. Once you unzip it, here's what we find on the inside. There's all the adapter heads. It comes with 4 different adapter heads. Here's the unit itself and a charger cable that is a normal USB charger cable ending right here. So this would go into your typical block, and it tells you here to use it only with a certain type of block. So just make sure that you got the right type of block for the power outlet. And then this is a USB-C cord that plugs into the unit right there. And so here's a unit. It's pretty lightweight. I've handled many of these over the years as they become more popular. As an expert physical therapist, I am into researching all this stuff. And this is one of the smaller ones that has some pretty good power. So that's what I like about this, is it just fits in your hand a lot easier. It's pretty lightweight. They all have some weight to them. They're not the lightest devices out there, but this one's the lightest one that I've encountered myself. And it's very quiet, as you'll find out here in a second. So the adapter socket right here fits all of these pieces, and it comes with these replacement gasket deals that are for the adapters. So if you look at the adapters, there's these rubber gaskets. I don't want to take it off and possibly mess it up, but there's this rubber gasket that's right here in the middle. This is plastic, rubber gasket right here, plastic, and then a little ring that's rubber as well, and then plastic, and it's got replacements for all of these just in case they get worn out. So there's a gasket right there, and a little ring is in here too, just in case you need one. Let's get it out. There we go. Oh, it's got 2. Perfect. They're just kind of wound up on each other. And then it's got an instruction booklet here, super basic instructions, and a little warranty information as well. It's not a thick book, which I love. It's kind of a simple device. It's nice when there isn't a million instructions to read. And it's just got warnings, don't give it to kids, don't use it on pets. Your typical warnings here. It talks about bruising and how you shouldn't use it on bruises, and some instructions on how to charge it, what the indicators mean. But if you watch this video, you're gonna get it all right now. And then it's just got this second notice here to use your charger with the right kind of block. So it must be really important for them to put a big yellow paper on there and a little tag on the cord. I'm not an electrician, so I don't know how all that stuff works. But let's get to the gun and let's use it. So I'm gonna put in the typical ball adapter right there, and it just seats in there nicely, doesn't slide out very much. And if I pull it in and out, it's got this little funny bounce to it that I haven't seen on some of the other ones, which is pretty cool. It's got this horned one right here that you're supposed to use on your back muscles and neck muscles. This circular one that has some little bumps on it, some raised bumps, and then this pinpoint massager. And all of these other ones, let me note, these are all harder plastic on the ends. The ball here is a softer foamy structure. It's firm for sure, but it has a little more give than these plastic ends. So let's go over the tool here. This is the power button here, and so what you're gonna do is hold that power button on. Let me do it. And then it turns on, and it's already going. It's super quiet. A little light turned on right there. Let me move a little closer here so you can see it. And then if you click the button, it turns on a second light, and it's got 5 lights there indicating which speed it's on. There's 4, and there's the fastest speed, and then it goes back down to the first speed. Oh, it turns off. Now it's gonna turn back on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 speeds, and then it turns off. And it's not the most powerful one, but I think it gets the job done for the size and the price. This one comes in at about $100, is what I got it for at Sam's. And as you can see there, it is moving my hand pretty good. Let me turn it with the light facing you this way. And at the second setting, for a simple little massage gun, this gets the job done. I love this gun so much. I recommend it to our patients whenever they're asking about a massage percussion gun. It charges pretty quick, and you get a 3.5-hour battery life, which is more than enough time if you're using this just for personal use. And the way that you would do this is just put it on your neck muscles, for instance, and let it do its work. And if you can take the higher settings and apply pressure with your hand, or have somebody do this for you, maybe a family member, a friend, something like that, and it just feels nice to rub it up and down your body wherever you've got stiffness, achiness, sore muscles, end of the day achiness, tight muscles after having worked out, being sore, that kind of thing. So nifty little massage gun. Let me just, oh, and if you hold the button down right there, it turns it off. A little light turned off right there. You just pop out the adapter and try different adapters, and this one you should put on this way. And ideally you're doing this to somebody else with this ending. I mean, you could experiment and do whatever you want. You still want to put this on bones, of course. So there's that ending right there. And see, I'm going to put it right down the middle of my neck. And you just want to not be on the bones of your spine, because it doesn't feel the greatest. But that's definitely more pinpointed than this adapter felt. So let me turn that off. And I'll show you how to work this one. That's the pinpointed one. This one you want to use like on your big muscles, like your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, all your thigh muscles, shoulder muscles as well. So it's more pinpointed right there. I'm going to put it on my shoulder muscles right here, shoulder and chest. And that gets in there really well, as you can tell by my voice vibrating. It feels great. And you can control the pressure. You can apply more pressure and get in there deep. Or stay light, stay superficial, and it's not as bad. Now, being a manual therapist, a specialist, physical therapist, I think there's no substitute for specific hands-on work. You know, this isn't going to cure a problem necessarily. Like if you got a herniated disc in your back, a torn ligament or a tendon, like a rotator cuff injury, or some cartilage problem like in your knee, this isn't going to solve the problem. What you're looking for is short-term relief with this thing. It's going to relax tight muscles, unstiffen tight muscles, and if that's your goal, that's perfect. It's not going to solve a chronic injury though, like a cartilage problem or a disc issue. Now, where I would say you need to be careful about using these guns is with nerve problems, and those are kind of harder to find on yourself. But some of the common symptoms that you can look for is if you got any tingling, numbness sensations, especially in the arms. If you've got numbness that comes on at the end of the day, especially if you're holding up a phone or some device, some portable device, and you start to get numbness in your hand anywhere, I wouldn't go massage yourself with one of these. That could flare up the nerve problem. There is likely associated tight muscles that come on with nerve problems like that, but you just got to be careful. And you know, trial and error is always the best thing. But if you find that your nerve problem isn't going away, or your pain in general, whether or not you've identified it's a nerve problem or you're able to tell or not, then you need to go find a specialist to help you out. But if you're just looking for some relief, short-term relief, you're trying to avoid taking a pain medication like your Tylenol, ibuprofen, naproxen type of thing at the end of the day, this is a good investment. I would definitely recommend picking one up over at your local Sam's Club, or check out the link in the description below to pick one up from Amazon and have it delivered to your door. Hey, if you thought this review was helpful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on any of the helpful videos that we upload every week. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.